Hello, students. A very good morning to you all. Today, coming to the end of our chapter, that is our history. Okay, in the previous three videos, we saw about the glorious past, that is ancient period, medieval period, and the modern period. Modern period was the period when Britishers ruled our country for 2 centuries and they were forced to leave our country with a freedom movement which was initiated by Mahatma Gandhi, our most popular leader, who took the initiative and fought the freedom movement with the peaceful methods of protest such as satyagraha and which were based on the principles of truth and non-violence. First, we shall discuss about the new words. Okay, the new words. We are on page number 82 of our textbook. First, we'll discuss new words followed by exercise, that is fill in the blanks, match the columns, true, false, and choose the correct answer. Answer the following will be done and sent to you. Okay, will be sent through your ERP. Now, prehistory is the word pre. Pre means before. A period very long ago when people had not started keeping records about things as they happened. Okay, that is called prehistory. Now we have record of every small thing, isn't it? We have the record of our birth, we have the record of the deaths that take place. But in olden times, people, they did not keep the record. Hardly our grand forefathers, and they hardly remember. They remember that in this year they were born, but many do not exactly remember the date. So they did not keep the records of things that happened in the past. Okay, that is called prehistory. Civilization, the way people live together in a certain place at a certain time. I repeat, the way people live together in a certain place at a certain time. Okay, the Indus Valley civilization which took place near river Indus, okay, which is presently in Pakistan. Harappa was the first important city that was discovered, and Mohenjo-daro was another important city, okay, located near river Indus. Now, domesticate. Domesticate means make a wild animal obey and work for you. Okay, like horse. Okay, domestic animal. Making wild animal, it's not a wild. Okay, obey and work for you. But then also the horse riding, everything that takes place, we make that animal obey, isn't it? The people who do horse riding, if they have to show the direction, they make them follow the instructions accordingly. Next word is bloodshed. The killing or wounding of people, usually during a fight or a war. If you remember, in this chapter we had studied about Ashoka, okay, the grandson of Chandragupta Maurya. He was a very brave ruler. He fought war against a kingdom called Kalinga. Okay, at that time he was so upset. Why? Because of the bloodshed and loss of life, that he did not fight any wars after that. So bloodshed means killing or wounding of people, usually during a fight or a war. Next word is dynasty. Dynasty is a line of rulers belonging to the same family. Okay, I repeat, a line of rulers belonging to the same family. It means the person who is ruler, and after his a son will take place. After that, again his son. So that is the same family. It's a line of rulers belonging to the same family. Okay. Now, next word is exploited. We came across this word and we saw that Britishers exploited Indians. Exploit means to treat somebody badly to get what you want. Okay. Britishers were very, very, cruel kind of people. They always used to see their own benefit. Okay, what happens to other was not their concern. So they used to treat very badly. Okay, that is called exploited. Make someone work by force. And if people didn't work for them, no, they used to hit them. They were very unkind, very cruel people. The last word is Satyagraha. The method of protest used by Mahatma Gandhi against the British based on the principles of truth and non-violence. I repeat, the method of protest used by Mahatma Gandhi against the British based on the principles of truth and non-violence. So that is Satyagraha. Here we complete with our new words. Now, as I had told you to do the exercise, those who have done, fine. We are going to discuss with the answers. Okay. Exercises on page 82, question 1. I repeat, discussion of exercise, question 1, page 82, fill in the blanks. A. People of the Indus Valley civilization built dash cities. I repeat, dash cities. The answer to this is well planned. Okay, well planned. WELL PLANNED. Okay, those who can't find the word, it is given on page number. They built well planned cities. Okay, if you would like to go across the given answer, it is given on page number 78. Okay, they built well planned cities. Next one is the Indo-Aryans grew crops and dash animals. I repeat, the Indo-Aryans grew crops and dash animals. The answer to this word is page number 79, first line. Domesticated. 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 Okay. Now, Ashoka embarrassed dash after the war against Kalinga. Those who remember, he embraced Buddhism. Buddhism is a religion. Okay. BUDDHISM. Okay, it is given on page number 79 itself. In the second last paragraph. Okay, if you look from the last, it is fifth last line. He embraced Buddhism. He embraced Buddhism. Question 1D. Muhammad of Ghazni and dash attacked the kingdoms in India. Answer on page number 80, second paragraph. It is Muhammad Ghori. Muhammad Ghori. Muhammad of Ghazni and Muhammad Ghori. In the medieval period, fourth line, first word. Muhammad Ghori. MUHAMMAD double M-A-D, Mohammad Ghori, Ghori. The last blank. India finally became an independent country on. It is 15th August 1947. Page 81. Last line of the lesson. A line just before let's recall. Okay, a line just before let's recall. It's 15th August 1947. Now, moving ahead with question number 2. Match the columns. Match the columns. In match the columns, in column A, we have Indus Valley Civilization, Alexander, Chandragupta Maurya, Babur and revolt. On the other side, we have 1857, Kautilya, Porus, the Great Bath and the Mughal dynasty. Now we are going to match column A with column B. Okay. Now first one is Indus Valley Civilization. If you look, it will be the fourth one, that is the Great Bath. Okay. The important buildings that were built. Those who remember, it's given on page number 79. Remains of the Great Bath in Mohenjo-daro, the remains of the granary in Harappa. So, Indus Valley Civilization to be matched with the Great Bath. Next one is Alexander. Alexander to be matched with Porus. Those who remember, it's given on page number 79. Okay, Porus, he defeated King Porus of Punjab but was very impressed with Porus' bravery. Okay, Alexander was very impressed. Next is Chandragupta Maurya. In Chandragupta Maurya, it will be Kautilya. Okay, now we have to match it with Kautilya because he was there with the help of Kautilya. He was the advisor of Chandragupta Maurya. With his advice only he founded a new empire, that is the Mauryan Empire. Okay, Chandragupta Maurya founded a new empire, that is the Mauryan Empire, with the help of his advisor Kautilya. Next we have Babur. Okay, that is to be matched with the Mughal dynasty because he belonged to the Mughal dynasty. Babur was, he came to India and defeated the kingdoms, laying the foundation of the Mughal rule. Okay, then we have revolt. Revolt took place in 1857. That is the revolt against the Britishers. Okay, but it was crushed by Britishers. And then our educated leaders, they got together and formed organizations and then led the freedom fight movement to free India. Question number 3. True or false? True or false? Mohenjo-daro was the first city of the Indus Valley Civilization to be discovered. It's false. Mohenjo-daro was second. First was Harappa. Harappa was the first city. That is why Indus Valley Civilization is also called Harappan Civilization. So we write false. Question 3b. The Indo-Aryans came from Central Asia. True. Ashoka spread Buddhism in India and other Asian countries. True. Jahangir built the Taj Mahal at Agra. Jahangir did not build Taj Mahal. It was Shah Jahan. So this is false. Okay. Please write false. Shah Jahan built Taj Mahal at Agra. Last one is the Indians defeated the British in 1857. No, it's false. They defeated Britishers in 1947 and not 57. Okay. Because India became free on 15th of August 1947. So it is false. Now, Choose the correct answer. We learn about the Indus Valley people from seals, pottery, jewelry, all of these. The answer to this is all of these. Please put a tick. All of these. Which of these became the most powerful kingdom in North India? Kalinga, Magad, Harappa, Mohenjo-daro. The answer to this is Magad. Okay? Put a tick. Who was the greatest Mughal ruler? Who was the greatest Mughal ruler? It is Akbar. Akbar was the greatest Mughal ruler. Now coming to the fourth one. Coming to the fourth one, that is, who was the last important Mughal ruler? Who was the last important Mughal ruler? It is Alauddin Khilji, Razia Sultan, Aurangzeb and Balban. We studied it was Aurangzeb who was the last important Mughal ruler. Now the last one, that is, which European traders became most powerful? We saw that many European traders came for trade, that is French, Portuguese, Dutch and Britishers. But who became the most powerful? That was the British. The British became the most powerful after the decline of the Mughals. Now question answers will be sent. Okay, you have to try out in your study book and then you can write in your CW. Thank you all. Have a nice day. Thank you, children.